Hey guys, welcome to the studios here at Center Target Firearms and Indoor Range. I'm Brett. This is Joe, and there's Bobby on the end.
Hey,
And we're talking, guys, new from Smith and Wesson. It's the Equalizer.
Equalizer. It's got a cool name. Got a cool name. A lot of cool features as well.
Yeah, it's one thing I do like about this. It's like a combo between the Plus and the Easy Slide in a sense.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the Shield EZ. Appearance looks a lot like the EZ, but it's got the capacity of a Sig 365 XL. It's got the Sig 365 XL has the 15 round mag capacity. This has got a comes with an 11,
Yeah,
a 13, and a 15. So really like that. Little some of the unique things about it is it's hammer fired.
yeah,
So that's kind of unique. 3.6-inch barrel. Texture is a little different than the EZ, but I really like the texture.
yeah.
Texture feels good on that. Grip safety, like the EZ. Go back to some of the easier things. It's got the little wings on it here.
Yes.
The serrations on this is really deep. There's
Hmm.
some really aggressive serrations on the slide, so you can really get a good grip on that. Whether you're going over the top, whether you're pinching it here, whatever, and it's got the little wings here
Yes.
as well on
It makes a big difference, especially if you're in weather conditions,
that. Yeah,
the deep serrations on that. So it really does help, and it looks really good.
yeah. It's got a on top here, and we'll try to get a picture of it here in a little bit. It's got a chamber, like a little witness indicator up here to tell whether it's loaded or not. Optic cut. It comes optic cut, so that's another plus. We talked about this grip safety back here. Now, there's some pros and cons to the grip safety. It's got the same angle as a 1911.
Yeah.
Grip angle is
Mhm.
on the 1911. But for me, on sometimes with the EZ, I really had to get tight on it.
Right.
This, as long as I've got some pressure on it, now it's deactivating, but kind of like Joe said, because of where it swivels at, if you don't get it good and high, if you get it low, it's just not going to.
Yeah, you
Gonna,
can't grip this pistol low. You've got to get a high grip on this pistol.
right,
If you grip down here, you may not. Of course, I'm exaggerating a lot,
right,
but I mean, even a little bit, you may not activate that safety.
correct. But if you get up this high, you pretty much,
You
if your
got it.
hand's
Yeah.
in there, you're
You
pretty
got it.
much got it deactivated. And
Yes.
there's some of the pistols that we've shot with a grip safety that if unless you were really aggressive on that, they wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Yeah, I have
It
a
still
couple
wouldn't
of
fire.
easy slides, and the first time I shot those, I wasn't getting good purchase
Hmm.
on it, and it wasn't firing. I just
Right.
wasn't
And even though you
engaging.
were high,
Yeah,
but
I
now
wasn't
this is not the
engaging it.
case with this one. This one's going if you get up on it. It's a little
That's
undercut
good.
under the trigger guard. You got a little mild undercut, little bit of beveled mag well down here at the
Hmm.
bottom. One of the things we'll talk. Well, I guess we'll jump to the magazines here, but we've got them up here on the table. The smaller one's obviously 11 round. It's pretty much flush with the bottom. 13 rounds a little more. 15 round I can get a lot of hand
Yeah,
on that 15.
Young
So it
man,
feels like I'm shooting something
like a full
really good.
size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can get all my hand on that.
Even my
Um,
monkey paws.
yeah, and then you got 15 round magazine in there. I like a grip safety for appendix carry. I'm not a
sure.
big appendix
Yeah,
carry guy. I
yeah, we talked about that
yeah, I
before.
don't don't point
I don't blame
the
you.
gun at something you don't want to destroy, and
Yeah,
this kind of violates a lot of different principles there of safety. But at least with a grip safety, it makes for me appendix carry a little more acceptable.
Hmm.
yeah,
It's got an accessory rail on the front. That the trigger, and I didn't think the trigger was great.
yeah.
I would give the trigger a
I think it's going to be one of those after using for a
yeah,
while
probably
on the
will loosen
range,
up.
to loosen up a little bit. But
And keep in mind, we're trigger snobs.
Yeah, we like I like a good
We
trigger.
like a good trigger.
Your barrel's got a little bit of crowning on it. The
yeah,
rifling doesn't start until
Mhm.
it gets back a little bit, which will protect against it. But it's inch wide. It's got a good feel to it. A good.
And it is still easy to pull that
yes,
slide too.
It is. It
It
is. Now
is.
it's not the easy proper, but it is got a lot of those characteristics. I
Hmm.
like the fact, and I think you can get it with or without the manual safety. But the manual safety is not so big that it's like a
No,
wing,
it's
but
in a
it's
good
big
spot.
enough to where we've done some guns
oh
or
yeah,
we've reviewed some guns where without looking you couldn't really even tell it was not even enough of a bump on it to be able to tell whether you had a safety or not. But that makes there's a compromise there. It's not going to snag on my clothes, yeah, but you're probably going to miss it too, or run a risk of
You
missing
get
that.
you get a lot for the money with this thing with the optic cut, 3 mags,
Yeah,
a
man.
loader. I mean, it's just the serrations on it. I really go back to serrations, and I like the texture, the new texturing they have on there too.
Right.
I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm just saying that the serrations are nice.
And we'll get a video of this here in just a little bit too. But if you look at the back of the magazine, you can see where it's double stack and then almost like it goes to a
Sure,
single
yeah.
stack. And I think that's one of the reasons for the Uplula
Loader.
loader to be included in the package, because I didn't have to load a bunch of them. But
Yeah.
you know how sometimes when you start getting into that double stack mode and you're coming from here, it potentially gets the thumbs a little tired. But it's that's a pretty significant little gift thrown
Yeah,
in there
no
with
doubt.
that.
And that's about my favorite.
Yeah,
loading
that's
device.
it's a good little.
I
loading
like the
device.
fact it's hammer fired. I
Mhm.
really like hammers, and I really like the fact that it's hammer fired. I like the fact I like it. I haven't shot it yet, but I think it's probably best they put out in a while.
Yeah, it's to me, it's a mini, and I know my 1911 guys are going to say it's not a
It's not a
1911.
1911, yeah.
It's 9 millimeter, and it doesn't have any. It's got an accessory rail. I know all those things, but to me, it's a polymer. This is mine. This is the Bobby analogy. It's a polymer 1911. It's a hammer fire. It's got that same grip angle. It's got the grip safety.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of different characteristics. Obviously, it's not a 1911, but to me, it's the closest thing to a polymer 1911. Just some of the features it's got,
And optic cut.
and it's optic cut. Yeah,
I mean-
it's got your standard 3-dot sight, or this one
Yeah.
here, and I'm not sure. I didn't do a lot of research as far as what other sights, if any, are available. But the 3-dot sights are on it.
And the optic cuts, I love them. You get to a certain age, your eyes aren't as good as they were, and optics really make a big difference. It makes you a better
Yes,
shooter
absolutely.
when you get to a certain age. And it's just it's a good size, good concealed carry size. You said what 3.6?
Yeah, 3.6 barrel.
Yeah. So
And you're set up here with regard to I mean, they give you the magazines that kind of make it fit to you. You want it
Yeah.
to be really, really concealed. Use the 11-round magazine. You got a flush fit. You want to go bigger. Obviously, you got the
Sure.
13 or you got the 15 for full size hands and full. You just want those extra rounds. So you got a lot of options with this one.
yeah. And guys, this gun is here. This brand new Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here at Center Target Firearms and Indoor Range. Come on by and check it out. You get a lot for the money. I mean, it's a great value. Not only does the optic cut, the serrations, the mag loader, 3 mags, which is unheard of. I mean, they're starting to come about more and more with more magazines, but some of the older guys are still going to 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, we've reviewed. Well, we just did a review of a gun, and it was a high end gun. Cost a whole lot more than this one did, and you get 1 magazine. With
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
There's a lot of other
Yeah, we're
manufacturers.
seeing that a lot more.
Yeah,
Yes.
that and in this price point to be able to get, three magazines with it and a loader
And a loader.
Yeah.
is
I mean,
pretty significant.
Was that about a $40 loader?
I don't know.
Yeah.
what the-
About a
I don't know what the
$40 steel
MSRP
loader.
is on
It's,
that, but Uplula makes a good.
They make a good.
Uplula. There's your perk. We threw
Yeah.
that
Yes,
in.
sir.
That didn't cost a penny.
There you go. And guys, I just think I always felt Smith & Wesson is a blue collar
Yeah, they
workers
are.
gun. I mean,
Right.
just a blue collar gun. And with this, they give you a lot of options. So this is here. You can come by and check it out. You can actually touch it. Come in here and check it out and see what you think. Just don't take our word for it. Come on by and
check it out.
yeah, check it out because it passed the Joe hand test. So that was a great thing. But it's a good little Smith & Wesson here. I think it's the best thing they've come out with in a little while.
I like it, and it fits in a lot of the holsters.
Yeah.
that, Smith & Wesson holsters that we're already at, and that's a big deal too. You
is a
find
big deal.
something that's got
Yeah.
that you don't have to just buy a whole new set of everything
yeah.
to fit
Right,
it. So
right.
a lot of those Smith Easy holsters, granted if it's molded specifically for one,
Yeah.
it's going to be a little tighter. But a lot of those that just had a little very incentive variation.
All right.
That'll work. Yep.
So come on by and check us out. It's getting that time of year and getting closer to Christmas, and you can find gift cards, you can find cleaning kits, you can find bags, you can find all kinds of things. You can even get
Ammo.
Center Target shirts.
Yes.
You can get everything right here. Ammo, everything you find. Come in and see the guys here, and they'll help you out if you have any question at all. They can answer it. If they can't answer it, they'll find somebody who can. That's one thing about this place. Everybody, we don't pretend that we know everything. We'll go ask, and they'll treat you right. So come on by, and Joe, a lot of classes happening.
A lot of classes going on. Yes, we've got concealed carry classes. We'll have church security classes. We'll have some other classes. We get girl in the gun. A lot of different workshops with girl in the gun that are wonderful. Ladies' Day every Friday.
Truth and
Um,
targets.
Truth and
Truth and
Target.
Targets,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first Saturday
Saturday.
of each month. Yes. Come out. We've got a lot going on. We're going to have more coming up. And, we've got range memberships. That's another good Christmas present.
Yeah, and and I want to tell you something. If you want to take a concealed carry class, this man right here is the best person to do it. I heard you. You scared me to death last Saturday doing one. He screamed. I jumped. I thought, "What's going on?" It was Joe in there.
It's
but
really
he's-
loud.
He's entertaining. He's fun. So
I get
come
into
on.
it. What can I
Yeah,
say?
that's what you need. So come on by and check them out here at Center Target Firearms Indoor Range. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell thing so you'll be notified when new video comes out, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.